So if you want to go from 0 to a 6, multi-6, 7, even an 8-figure business online, one of the fastest and most high margin ways to do that is selling digital products. Okay, stuff that doesn't require you to deal with widgets, deal with buying stuff out of China. It's something that you can create. Okay, that could be information based, it could be software, it could be courses, it could be coaching, consulting. It's being able to turn what's up here and your accomplishments and your achievements into a saleable asset. Okay, now for people that want to do this, but they don't know where to start, I wanted to film this video to give you a very, very to the point piece of advice on how to get moving and then how to keep growing, okay? Because some people can have a few initial wins and then they struggle with growth, they cap out. And some people never get into motion at all, okay? So if you want to get into the digital product game, right? You want to be able to create courses, you want to be able to sell advice, you want to be able to, potentially get into the software game down the track, all of those kind of things. This video is for you. And I think it's going to help you out a lot. Okay, before we jump into it, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out that first link in the description. That's going to show you how we build information businesses from up to that $50,000 to $100,000 per month mark using a framework that we've developed over the last few years. And give the video a like if you get any value from it. Okay, so the fastest and easiest way to get into this game is you need to look at what you've actually done and achieved in your life and start there, okay? A course or some kind of advice-based offer should be driven based on what you've done and what you've achieved, okay? There's people out there who do sell stuff based on shit they haven't done. I wouldn't recommend it, okay? I wouldn't recommend that you go down this path, all right? What I would recommend that you do is after you watch this video, take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes, grab a glass of wine, a beer, coffee, tea, whatever, and sit down and write out all the things that you've achieved, accomplished, challenges that you've overcome, all those kind of things, okay? That is going to be your starting point in terms of creating some kind of information product, all right? Then you need to go and do some research and find out, okay, well, this thing that I've achieved, this thing that I've overcome, is there a market for it? Right? Is there people hanging out online in Facebook groups, communities, forums, blogs? Not so much forums anymore. There's still some forums, but they've kind of a dying art. Is there people talking about this problem? If there is, there's probably going to be a market for it, okay? Another really good way to tell if there's going to be a market for it, is there big programs out there that teach like an A to Z type solution, right? Like some overall weight loss plan, and you've got like one unique strategy that fits into a part of it, right? Like the diet piece, or even more narrow than that. Because if there's a bigger, broader market and you can be a very specific solution to a problem within that broader market, there's probably going to be people willing to spend money, okay? But the key here is that you need to look at what you've actually done and what you've achieved, okay? Now, if you do this exercise and you find, I haven't really done anything cool, okay? And some people are gonna tell you that, everyone's got a story and everyone can help somebody with something. And I think in a lot of cases that's true, but I don't think it's a blanket statement. I don't think you can say everybody's got a course in them. I just don't think that's true. I think there is people out there who, might be a bit younger, or they might have something in them, but it may not be marketable, or their depth of knowledge may not be strong enough in order to create it into a course as yet. But in order to overcome that, it's a pretty simple solution. You need to go out there and achieve something, okay? And it doesn't have to be like life-changing in order for it to become a catalyst for getting your brand and getting your digital product business in motion, okay? So when I got really heavily into this game back in 2017, I'd spent the rest of my kind of working life in corporate. There was probably some lessons and stuff in that I could have turned into a course type business, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to go down that path, right? So I needed to go out there and do shit. I needed to actually go out and achieve something so that I could start to grow a bit of a reputation that would ultimately become the catalyst for the brand that I have today, okay? And so in my first year in 2017, I was living in New York. I started a blog. I started blogging, all right? And that was the first thing that I really got results with. So I started going deep into the world of starting blogs and SEO and affiliate marketing. And in that first year, I was able to earn about 20 grand. Okay. Then 2018 rolled around. I kept doing that stuff. I started reinvesting that money, exploring different strategies and broadening my scope of knowledge in the affiliate marketing space. And I started talking in a Facebook group about the stuff that I'd done in the previous year in terms of setting up the blog, creating the content, getting those initial results. So what that allowed me to do was take that achievement and use that as a catalyst to start growing a brand around that. Okay. As I was reinvesting the money, I was learning new skills. I was growing my knowledge base wider and wider. I started doing a little bit of one-to-one coaching with people. I started selling one-to-one coaching as a bonus for people who bought affiliate products through me. And I started being able more and more to monetize the knowledge that I was acquiring. Okay. To some people, making $20,000 with a blog is amazing and they can't even comprehend it. To some people, it's like, okay, it's 20 grand, whatever, right? There's all levels to this shit. But the point is, it doesn't have to be an achievement that is completely revolutionary. It doesn't have to be something that's going to change the world, but it has to be something that people actually want to achieve. And if they do, they're going to be willing to pay you for it, either directly or indirectly. And that can really get the wheel turning. Okay. So if you're sitting here and you're like, I want to build an information business, but I haven't achieved anything, you've got to go out and fucking do something. Do something cool that you can then use that as a catalyst to move into that next step and help other people achieve that same result. Okay. It doesn't have to be massive, but it has to be something that people actually want. Okay. If you've actually gone out and done stuff previously in your life, you can probably use that. All right. So you don't have to go and do something new, but it's just if you're sitting here going, I've got nothing that people want, you need to go out and do something. Okay. Once you've done that first thing, what you need to do is you need to keep growing, right? You need to keep investing in yourself. You need to keep learning new things. You need to keep experimenting with new things. You need to keep testing and trying new things. You need to keep working with different mentors, learning new strategies, tactics for whatever it is that you're involved in, whatever market that you're in. And what that's going to allow you to do is keep leveling up your own results. And then by extension, you're going to be able to keep leveling up the solutions that you can offer to the market because your own results are getting bigger and bigger and better and better. You're going to be able to help people with a wider scope of problems. You're going to be able to help them achieve a wider scope of solutions, and everything just keeps compounding from one thing into another. Right? So for me, I used that first year as the catalyst to start my personal brand. The personal brand then, along with reinvesting the money, helped me win the ClickFunnels dream car. I was able to leverage the momentum from that and the money made from that in order to go on and win awards with Legendary Marketer and KBB. That allowed me to really carve out a market as a specialist in high ticket affiliate marketing. That became the catalyst for a course that we created called the Super Affiliate Accelerator. We took that course from 0 to 7 figures. That's the 2 Comma Club you could see behind you. That I learned a ton about information marketing doing that. And then that became the catalyst for what's now my inner circle, where I help people with their own digital products. Okay. So you can see how one thing flows into another. And that's what this business is all about. It's about compounding results from one thing into another, into another. All right. So there's 2 key pieces here. Firstly, if you've achieved something and you've done something cool, that can be the first thing that you package up. If you haven't, you've got to go out there and do it. Once you have, you need to keep reinvesting financially and from a time and knowledge acquisition perspective to keep growing your skills, keep growing your reputation, keep growing your expertise so that you can keep developing your offers so that they grow as you grow. Okay, that's going to allow your brand, your business to continue to compound, and you can take on cool JVs. You'll be able to meet a bunch of cool people. You'll be able to develop your authority in a certain space and all those kind of things. All right, that's the game of information marketing. That's the game of building digital products. There's that first catalyst, and then that's how you keep compounding it. All right. Hopefully you took something out of this one. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Check out that first link if you want to get involved in what we've got going on. Give the video a like if you got any value from it. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.